things up, right? If you look up when did Rome fall, you got to remember that Constantine actually had the Byzantine Empire, which is actually Rome, right? 330 AD. He moved the capital, right? He moved the capital. So we can't count no longer Rome, the boot, right? We count Byzantine, Constantinople, when he set up the capital there. That's Rome because he moved the capital. Just like how America, they have 13 colonies at first, then they moved the center, they moved it to Washington, right? That's still America, as it is Rome, right? Move the capital, just still Rome, for the sake of understanding. And that's why we see, like we seen that video where it said, indeed, Rome fell later on, right? 1453 is when it fell. By the Ottomans, right? By Islam. So know that Islam, remember, Islam is of Satan, for the sake of understanding. They're going to try to censor you, block you when you bring out information that's very crucial and vital. But that's what we're going to do. So tomorrow, y'all willing, we're going to go over this Four Horsemen note, and we'll go over some things with that. But as you see, these people are thieves, for the sake of understanding. As you can see, they got this crazy story. Let's just summarize it. For the sake of understanding, they supposedly have Hagar given to Sarah. And then you see that Abraham ends up pretty much marrying Hagar, which is the servant, and then having Ishmael. And then we don't even see Isaac in there at all. We don't even see Isaac. So where's the Judeans, right? For the sake of understanding, because we got Abraham so old that Ishmael is there, and that we don't even see Isaac. The story just ends there with Ishmael. And that just shows you that their goal is to take the promises and bring it to themselves. Which, for the sake of understanding, is lying, twisting doctrine, and it is all types of errors, for the sake of understanding, which alone, that's a offense, but let alone also the offenses of being an antichrist, for the sake of understanding. As they try to talk about Messiah, they also try to say Messiah, son of Mary. It says that he's not the son of God, right? They're antichrists, for the sake of understanding. So the warning was told to us prior to, for the sake of understanding. So the warning was told to us prior to. But as always, amen, censorship, family. But amen, we will go over these things as constants. Now with that, family, for today, we'll let it be for today. But tomorrow, we're going to go in and show those two, the note. We're actually going to go over what are the four horsemen of Revelation. We're going to talk about that. What are the four horsemen of Revelation? But just remember, these things are not a guess. Remember, there's no private interpretation, but it is 100% fact that the Ottomans defeated the Romans, and yet we see both these existing today in a spiritual form, right? We see Islam still continuing, which is spirit, and we see the Roman Catholic Church still continuing, which is spirit. As we know, they don't have any power for war, but they do have power in the spiritual war, for the sake of understanding. So there's a spiritual war going on. In fact, there's a spiritual information war going on. It's very crucial to understand that we ourselves are in that battle, that we need to hold the information that we gain. We're in the battle for information. So we have to remember these things. As they even try to replace the people, you just seen it. You've seen it yourself. This is something that they do, right? These people try to replace people. Understand that. And it's not just these people alone, but many who try to replace people. So you can see they try to steal from the story and all types of things. So we'll look at these things, Yah willing. We'll look at the four horsemen, and we'll go over some things. So we'll leave that little thing alone, and we'll go and we'll check out some things on the four horsemen. I think it would be something that is definitely something to understand. So we'll do that tomorrow, Yah willing. So with that, family, amen. So with that, be blessed, be beloved.